Hey everyone,
Welcome back to the Life Coach Podcast, where we decode human behavior, mindset mastery, and the subtle art of influence.
today we're diving into a topic that always sparks curiosity. Why does ignoring someone make them want you more? Sounds almost manipulative, right? But stay with me, because this episode isn't about playing games, it's about psychology. Understanding how attraction, attention, and human behavior actually work. Let's get into it. You see, one of the most powerful truths about human nature is this: we value what's scarce, and we chase what we can't fully have. When you're constantly available to someone, texting them all the time, always saying yes, always adjusting your life around theirs, you remove the mystery. You give away the most powerful currency in human relationships, your energy and attention. And attention, my friend, is addictive. When someone has constant access to it, they take it for granted. But the moment you withdraw it, even slightly, they start to feel the gap, the emptiness, the curiosity. They start thinking, why are they not texting me back? Did I do something wrong? Have they lost interest? That curiosity turns into obsession.
And that's the psychology behind why ignoring someone makes them want you more.
Now, let's break this down psychologically. There are three main reasons this happens.
1. The law of scarcity. Human beings naturally desire what feels limited.
When something becomes less available, we assume it has more value. Think about it.
You're walking through a store, and there's one last piece of a product left.
Even if you didn't need it, suddenly, you want it. Because in your mind, scarcity equals importance. That's exactly what happens in relationships too.
When you stop giving constant attention, people start valuing the moments they did have with you.
2. The power of emotional contrast. Here's something few people realize. Attraction grows in contrast, not in comfort.
If you're always there, always responding instantly, there's no emotional variety, no highs, no lows.
But when you pull back a little, when there's space, people feel that contrast. That emotional gap creates curiosity, longing, and even desire. You're no longer just another person, you become a mystery to solve. 3. The mirror effect. When you stop chasing someone, they're forced to mirror that energy. Suddenly, they start thinking about you. You shift from being the chaser to the chosen. And that change in energy changes everything. When you detach emotionally, not out of anger, but out of self-respect, the dynamic flips. Because confidence and self-control are magnetic. Now, let me be clear here. Ignoring someone doesn't mean being rude or manipulative.
It's not about playing mind games or hurting others.
It's about creating space. It's about letting people earn your attention instead of assuming it's always available. And more importantly, it's about respecting your own energy. Because here's the truth.
When you love and respect yourself, you stop begging for attention.
You stop chasing validation. You simply become the kind of person people are drawn to. That's not arrogance, that's self-worth. I remember a client I once coached, let's call him Arjun.
He was dating someone who used to ghost him often.
Every time she disappeared, he'd panic, double text, apologize for things he didn't even do wrong.
And every time he did that, she pulled away even more. One day, I told him, stop chasing.
Go silent. Focus on yourself.
He didn't believe it would work, but he tried.
Within a week, guess who texted first?
The same person who ignored him earlier.
Why? Because silence creates curiosity. Curiosity leads to attention. And attention leads to attraction.
When you ignore someone, not out of manipulation, but because you're investing in your own peace, people feel that power.
They can sense your independence, your focus, your growth. That's what draws them back.
Not your words, not your texts, not your effort, but your energy.
So here's the takeaway.
If you want someone to respect and value you, stop trying to prove your worth to them.
The people meant for you will feel your absence. The ones who never cared will drift away.
And both outcomes are blessings.
Because the moment you stop chasing others,
you start attracting better things: love, peace, success, and clarity.
Let's summarize what we've learned today.
Ignoring someone makes them want you more because attention is addictive and scarcity builds value.
Pulling back creates emotional contrast, which strengthens attraction.
The key isn't manipulation, it's detachment from outcome and attachment to self-worth. Remember, people are drawn to energy they can't easily control. And nothing is more powerful than a person who's calm, confident, and unbothered.
So, the next time you feel the urge to chase someone's attention, pause. Take a deep breath. And redirect that energy toward yourself. Because when you stop chasing others, you become the one everyone else starts chasing. This is Life Coach, reminding you. Silence speaks louder than words. And self-respect is the loudest language of all. Until next time. Stay focused, stay grounded, and remember. You are the prize.